spoon and a Pyrex full of filtered water. And later on we're going to need all-purpose flour, salt, and a little sugar. So we're going to get started. We're going to put this filtered water in the microwave for 2 minutes. When that is cooking, what we're going to do is prepare our scale, and we're going to put the bowl on the scale, and we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of yeast, active yeast, and put that active yeast back in the refrigerator where it belongs. So now that it's on, we're going to add 472 grams. Mixing with the yeast. Okay, 475, 474, that's good. So we're going to mix that. Because it's lukewarm, it's going to mix hopefully nicely. Okay, now that it's mixed, we're going to tar the scale to 0, and we're going to add our flour. And that we're going to put 720 grams. 720. Alright, perfect. 720 grams. And on top of the flour, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of nice Himalayan salt. And maybe 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's up to one's taste. Then we don't need the scale anymore, so we can turn it off, put it away, and use our wand to mix nicely all those 3 ingredients, 4 with the sugar. So we go slowly so we don't make a mess. Actually, at this point, when it starts to mix and still has flowers on the edge. The trusted wand is a great mixture for the flour. And because I had a little bit more flour, I'm going to add a tiny bit more water. I don't have to, but it just makes my life easier. It's almost mixed. Now we could finish by hand, or we can also use that plastic scraper, which is really great because it doesn't stick. Okay, put the one away, and then we're going to use that plastic scraper to spread the flour that's on the side of the bowl and the bottom. Mix it all together. Okay, so we could just wait like this for 7 or 8 hours, but if you want to gain a couple of hours and have the dough a little bit better, what I recommend to do is to leave it covered for about 15 minutes and then do this again a little bit just to combine the flour and the water a little better. Okay, so that's it. So now we're going to cover it and wait 15 minutes to do another little kneading. Voila. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so we're going to work on the dough a little bit more with a bit of flour maybe. Sometimes you can do without the flour, but safe and sorry. So I take it out of the bowl, put it on the counter, add a little bit of flour in the bottom of the bowl, and then I'm going to mix it like the outside in. The spatula doesn't really stick. And you use your hands. Just close it into itself until it kind of combines a little better. It's start already to look a little better, more bouncy. If you actually knead it like this for 10 or 12 minutes, then you don't have to wait so long. You can just let it rise for about 4 hours, and then you can shape it and bake it. But we're just going to do just 1 or 2 minutes. Put it in a floured bowl, cover it, and let it rise for about 6 hours, and then we'll do the shaping. So we'll do that later. Okay, it's been 6 hours, so now we're going to shape the bread. So we're going to take our basket and add some flowers in there. Make sure that it doesn't stick. Then we have the top of the basket to cover the bread. And we're going to take the dough that had rested 6 hours, actually rose 6 hours, and then we're going to put a little bit of flour on our hand and then tap it down. Alright, then take a little bit of flour on the counter And we're going to, with a spatula, take it outside from the bowl. Then we're going to kind of close it into itself to make it nice and tight without putting flour, so otherwise it won't stick very well. So pull it and fold it into itself. Then we put it upside down, tap the bottom a little bit, close it, and then we're going to put it inside the basket upside down like this. Take a little bit of flour on the counter, put it on top, close it, put a little bit more flour, and then add that little towel made for the basket that you can put inside or outside. I like to put it outside, and we're going to let it rise a second time for an hour and a half. Okay, it has been an hour and 15 minutes, and see how the bread rose nicely. So now it's going to be ready to bake. So I'm going to set the oven at about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And before that, I'm going to insert my ceramic bowl. You can also use a Dutch oven. That would work quite fine. This is like a Dutch oven, but it's just ceramic instead of enamel metal. And we're going to set at 500. Okay, and we're going to wait for the oven to preheat with the bowl inside, and then we'll put our bread inside. It's been an hour and a half, and the oven is at 500 degrees. So the bowl is inside, nice and hot. So we're going to uncover our bread dough and open the oven, and also get the ceramic bowl out, take the lid out, and we're going to take our dough upside down, hold it with our fingers, and drop it. If it's not exactly level, we just move it like this a little bit, and then we're going to score it. So it cracks where we want it to. And then we're going to put the lid back on. And put the bowl in the oven. We'll leave it at 500 degrees for about 40-45 minutes. And then we'll be ready to have our bread. Forgot to set the timer at 40 minutes. Okay, it has been 40 minutes. It's going to ring in a couple of seconds. So we're going to take our bread out. I'll show you how that goes. Make sure we put our mittens, our gloves, because it's hot. cooling rack just to sound like this. So it's cooked. Could have also left it an extra 5 minutes to get a little darker if desired, but basically this is it. The thing is, you have to wait a good hour and a half before you slice it, otherwise it won't slice very well. But it will keep a long time, and it'll be very good, and as you see, very easy to do. Voila. Okay, the bread cooled off, so now it's ready to slice. So what I do, I usually slice it in half. And then I slice it this way. What I like to do is put it into plastic, and then I freeze it. So when I need it, I just take it out of the freezer, put it in the toaster, and I get fresh bread.